The goal of this video is to help you get started with your draft for your paper. Before we get started, take a deep breath in with me. Exhale, blow it out, and think of one positive intention for class this week for writing your paper and write it down somewhere. This intention practice can really help you to build strong habits and to stay motivated. And also to remember to take some time to pause in your day. The first thing that you're going to want to do before you start drafting is view my feedback on your outline. These are the steps. You're going to click on grades, click on the outline assignment, then you'll click on the words view feedback beside your file name. You can use an expansion arrow to make it bigger so you can see the comments. You also have the option to respond to individual comments or to write me a note in the submission comments in Canvas. After you've looked at all the notes that I've written on your document, feel free also to make an appointment with me to go over them or to talk about beginning drafting. Before we jump right into it, I want you to think for a minute about what makes writing a draft difficult for you. And work ahead of that to try to come up with some strategies so that if you do have an obstacle arise in the writing process, that you have some ways to work around it and momentum to get through it. For some people, it's getting started is the hard part. And for those people, I would say, start somewhere other than the beginning. Just do some free writing. Don't put pressure on yourself to make the first draft perfect. Just try to get started, write in little chunks throughout the week. Whatever you can do to take some pressure off and get yourself writing anything down. For some of you, you feel like you go off topic. Maybe you start writing and then all of a sudden you go another direction. For you, it would be good to write in short bursts and continue to check back in with the topic sentence or the main focus of what you're doing each time. For every writing difficulty, there is a solution, there are strategies, so please email me, reach out to me, and let me know what your challenge is. I'll be waiting for your email, and then I can help give you some strategies. So the word essay means to try. And that's what I'm asking you to do with the rough draft. We already have the outline. You've done so much work for this paper already in just completing the outline. Now we need to turn the outline into paragraphs. And all I'm asking for is your best try. It should not be perfect. It's just a draft. And I want to see what comes out of you and what starts to take shape as you turn it into sentences and paragraphs. Here are some ways to get started if you feel stuck. One way is to set a timer for about 10 minutes or so and just free write ideas. Don't look at the time. Don't necessarily look at what you're writing. Just write, and see if you can get some ideas down. The second idea is to build from your outline. Wherever feels easiest, start there. You can also use the sandwich and paragraph templates, which I'm about to share with you, to help you, if you're very formulaic and just get the basics of the paragraph down, you can go back later and add more depth and support. And as you're getting started, you want to check your mental approach. What are you telling yourself in your mind? How is your mind maybe helping you or shutting you down? So try not to resist the process. Try to stay calm. Try to do your very best. And don't get into your head with negative self-talk like, I can't do this, I'm such a bad writer, how am I going to write a paper? Try to be really positive. I'm going to do my best. I'm calm about writing. I'm going to write whatever comes to me today. I'm going to take a break after I write for 20 minutes. Whatever you can do to stay positive. I have a few templates to share with you in case you're very formulaic about how you're going to write the paper. You can see these templates in your outline as well, but here's what it would look like. So the introduction Here are the 5 parts of the introduction. You have a hook, a follow-up to the hook. From there, you're connecting that to the novel and then giving some context from the novel. And from there, transitioning into your thesis statement, which should be the last sentence of your introduction. The way that I've set this up, this template, is so that each part of the introduction flows into the next part. Everything is connected. For the body paragraphs, they should all have the same structure. Begin with a topic sentence. If it makes sense to you or you'd like to do this, in the next sentence you can explain or specify the topic sentence further. Follow that with a sandwich where you have a signal phrase, a quotation from the novel, an analysis of how it connects to your point. Maybe include another quotation sandwich. Then you're going to, at the end of the paragraph, connect it to the ideas in the paragraph to your own experience or to things you've observed. And then at the very, very end, emphasizing the main idea of the paragraph again without repeating the topic sentence word for word. Okay, so you want to emphasize that main idea, but not just copy the topic sentence again. Say it in a different way. This is for each body paragraph. And then for the conclusion, a great way to start it is a transitional word that shows you are summing things up. You can go back to that transitions handout from the earlier modules. You want to include a summary of the main points you've made in your essay. And at the very end, why is this important? So